Pop Magazine. We welcome you to the 2019 Moving Our Community Forward Gala, presented by the Canton Repository. But our newspaper can't do anything on its own. It takes special community leaders, special organization, and special people working in partnership with us to help move things in the right direction. People like the 8 individuals in the foundation we will recognize tonight. For years, and in a few cases, decades, these individuals have let others stand in the spotlight. They weren't interested in personal accolades, and in some instances let others take credit for their accomplishments. What mattered to them was moving the community forward and nothing else. So tonight, join us as we turn the attention rightfully back towards them and simply say, thank you to our honorees. Thank you for making a difference. Thank you for making Stark County a better place to live for us and for generations to come. Thank you for moving our community forward. I've had the pleasure of knowing Cindy for 25 years or so, and she's one of the best people in our community. So, really proud of what you've done, Cindy. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, I am just so thrilled and so honored and so humbled by the whole thing. It's just amazing. It's wonderful. It's just kind of overwhelming. It is, but it's very rewarding. We brought so much happiness to so many families.
So our second People's Choice Award winner is Lamar Sharp, a well-known Canton police officer and an 18-year veteran of the department who promotes positive policing. He spends hours and hours of his time with Canton's kids to improve relationships between law enforcement and the community. In 2016, Lamar and his wife Deidre founded the nonprofit Be a Better Me Foundation that aims to mentor and empower local young people. He works with thousands of kids through such programs as tutoring, mentoring, ACT prep, and book bag giveaways.
I'm extremely honored. I always tell people I don't do this for the awards, but it is nice to be recognized. But I have a great team with me, all my board members that Be a Better Me, the community, a mayor that supports, the police department that supports. This is basically, this award is really amazing because what we do is we try to push our community forward. And so to get an award like this is I'm very honored. Well, we want to empower our youth. We want to help them push them forward in life. So we do that through mentoring, tutoring. We also provide peer mediation help so that if they need someone to talk to, they have somebody to talk to. A lot of times they don't have these resources in the communities they live in. So we provide these services for them at free of charge. We help kids from 2nd grade through 12th grade.
So that's what, age 7
Yes.
to 18?
Yeah, so 7 through 18 for our tutoring, and our mentoring ages are generally 10 to 16.
You do all the tutoring as well?
Well, to tutoring, there's actually high school kids that have a 3.5 or higher. So these are kids who have a 3.5 or higher, and they actually come in and they tutor the kids that need tutoring, and then we also pay them too. They volunteer some hours, and then we end up paying them.
Interesting.
The stated mission of the Stark Community Foundation is succinct: connect people and the charitable causes that are important to them. Since 1963, Stark Community Foundation has honored the wishes of its donors by managing the charitable gifts and helping them meet their individual goals for giving. So how much giving? The foundation partners with more than 750 individuals, families, businesses, and other nonprofits to create and manage charitable funds that have granted a cumulative $170 million to nonprofit organizations in our community. They've created impact in many areas with an emphasis on economic development, education, and building stronger neighborhoods. In 2017, the foundation commissioned the original Strengthening Stark report, which determined our county has become poorer, older, and smaller. You've heard that. And it has continued to fund many Strengthening Stark-related initiatives with the goal of reversing those downward trends.
Well, I think it's an amazing honor for us, not only for Greg and I, because we just sort of do what the board wants us to do, right?
That's right.
What's really important is that we have, 760 different fund holders across Stark County that we work with them every day to fulfill their philanthropic goals. Recently, about 2-3 years ago, we began to focus on food security in Stark County.
Hunger.
So we began really taking a focus at the way that people in need of food receive that food. And so we looked at the whole ecosystem, if you will, of providing food to those in need. And we put $500,000 into that, I think, with a couple of our partners, with Sisters of Charity, Paul and Carol David.
And they organized a lot of the different food banks so they work together. And we get the right coverage for the entire county. And it's worked out well, because before that, others, food banks didn't know about other food banks. There was a very disjointed organization structure, and now there's more organization to it, so we're not wasting food too.
Exactly.
Another thing is strengthening Stark. That's a great project that we've taken on, which I think the repository has covered in dramatic fashion very well. That we're trying to improve the future of Stark County through a collaborative effort, trying to figure out where we have to focus the dollars
For economic development.
For economic
So we
development.
actually published a white paper that became known as Strengthening Stark, and from that, we've created the Strengthening Stark office, the foundations, Stark Community Foundation, Timken Foundation, Hoover and Dougal Foundation, and have put money together to support the Strengthening Stark office, to help them fund that activity along with Stark County Commissioners. Part of the issue that we've had with Strengthening Stark is there has been a tremendous amount of activity underway, but there has been very little reporting of that activity. And so what we're doing, we're working with Ray Hexamer and his staff at Stark Economic Development Board to partially fund a marketing position that will focus on talking about the progress that's being made with Strengthening Stark. And there is a lot of progress being made, especially in the area of job preparation, working with educational institutions to make sure that citizens in Stark County are prepared for the jobs that exist.
Program we get into the Clayton G. Horn Awards of Excellence. And some people in this room may recall Clayton Horn, others may not, but we are very proud to say that he was part of the repository family for quite a while.
By that or any other measurement, Bennett has done all of her varied jobs quite well. In a professional career that continues to evolve, she joined the staff of the Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce early this year as the Director of Education Initiatives. Her main mission: connect businesses with students to strengthen the talent pipeline in Stark County and keep our best and brightest right here. Making connections sums up much of Barb's outlook. She's working to pair college-bound seniors with young professionals who can serve as their mentors while they are still in school. She's working with the Strengthening Stark team to develop an internship program in this field. She logged several years on the executive team for the Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District, and 26 years as a civil engineer in the family firm Hammond Tree & Associates. On top of that, she has served on many local boards, among them Altman Health Foundation, Pro Football Hall of Fame, Stark Economic Development Board, Stark Education Partnership, Ohio and Erie Canalway Corridor, Stream and Wetlands Foundation, Walsh University Advisory Board, probably a couple others we haven't mentioned.
Surprised that they selected me. And this is a fabulous celebration, not only of me, but of our community. So I'm very happy to be a part of it. My whole career is built on a business network, but also taking time to volunteer in different organizations and boards. And being part of a family business, I was afforded those opportunities and blessings to be able to share my time, talents, and treasures. And this evening is all about that, is people sharing their time, talents, and treasures, and being recognized for it. But of Of course, we don't do it because we want awards and recognize. We do it because we love our community. We love Canton. We love Stark County. And we just want to make our communities better.
The BHOF building can be found in every corner of Stark County, on residential, commercial, and industrial projects, and as the developers of land available to attract new businesses. We've heard these names: St. Ives, St. James, the Burroughs, the Sanctuary, Washington Square, Danbury Senior Living Centers, Canton Business Center, Mills Business Park, Park Center, and the list barely scratches the surface. Folks know Bob Behoff as CEO of Behoff Development and Linda Behoff as president of Behoff Realtors. But their business acumen and years of success merely have served as ways for each to become heavily involved in community organizations, not only individually, but also oftentimes together. Bob and Linda also have a decades-long affiliation with United Way of Greater Stark County, including serving as chairpersons for the Alexis Day Tocqueville Division of Top Donors in a partnership that dates back to the year 2000. Please welcome Bob and Linda.
We are honored. What a wonderful group of people that we've been selected to participate with in this wonderful honor by the repository. We're humbled.
Well, the same thing, except, I had the opportunity to meet Clayton Horn's son tonight, which was very exciting, and I hope to learn much more about his father. And what I do know is that we are very lucky to be in the category that shares his name. But I think the most exciting thing is to be able to see families love the land, appreciate the amenities as much as we do. And their children grow up here, and even their grandchildren. So the thrill of all of it is in being able to see that the effect of these developments affect them for life. I mean, we don't really sell brick and mortar. We convey lifestyle.
As president of Mass and Cable TV from 2002 until just earlier this year, Bob was involved with MCTV for more than 40 years. Under his leadership, the company built and maintained a reputation as a customer-friendly business, with retention rates far above national cable companies, even the same companies that tried in vain to take over the family business. Innovations made at MCTV were shared with other cable companies, the competition, improving service to customers far away from Stark County.
I'm sort of torn when I think about things like this. The first thing I think is being recognized for doing good work is sort of cheapens the gift. You should do it because you want to do it. You should do it because that's your goal. But at the same time, I've come to realize in recent years that recognition may inspire other people to do similar good work, and that's of great value. So I'm honored, I'm humbled by it, and sort of embarrassed at the same time. And most recently, I've really become engaged a lot in economic development in the county, working with the Massillon Development Foundation and the Stark Economic Development Board on strengthening Stark. And I think as I have more time to spend on those things, those will become a great source of pride for me as far as working in our community.
And what are the things that you learned in your career, the skills you developed and honed that have helped you in this role of aiding economic development?
I think probably maybe it just comes with age, but is patience and small steps. We would all like to think we can, I hate to use sports analogies, we can all, hit a home run. It's singles that win baseball. You just need to keep plugging away, be patient, and just keep doing your best every day, and not become discouraged when you face those obstacles.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
about the hospital and the new cancer center that we're raising money for now. Also on the board of Child and Adolescent Behavioral Health. I'm their longest standing board member, so I'm pretty passionate about that as well. I wish I could help everybody. You just can't help everybody, but I try my best to do as much as I can. Well, when I was president of the Women's Board, we opened the Compassionate Care Center out of Woodlawn, the hospice center, 12-patient in-bed hospice center. It's one of my prouder moments. My husband and I volunteered there for a couple of years on Sundays. And it's a really cool place if you have to go through that in your life. And just had some really heartwarming experiences there.
Nothing could be further from the truth when talking about a man who has traveled to Columbus week after week for 25 years with nothing more in mind than to make Stark County a better, more prosperous place to live and where we can be proud to raise our families. As both a representative and state senator, Kirk Schuring has been the go-to person at the State House for addressing major issues others aren't willing to tackle or for finding creative solutions to complex legislative issues. Now a state senator, Schuring was instrumental in getting legislation passed to create a tourism development district to help fund Johnson Controls Hall of Fame Village. He advocated for Canton to be able to create an innovation district, which means high-speed internet and tax breaks to attract tech companies to the city's downtown.
Kirk Schuring has been one of the finest additions in elected office to our community that I can ever remember.
Congratulations, Papa, we love you.
Yes, well, I'm very honored, very humbled. And to me, the biggest thing about this event tonight is Clayton Horn. I watched Clayton Horn from afar and saw how effective he was in moving our community forward, knowing how to get things done. So, but I have done some things relative to economic development, joint economic development agreements, cooperative economic development agreements, JEDs and CEDAs. One that I did with a fellow by the name of Gary Belts, God rest his soul, was a pharmaceutical repository, the first of its kind in the entire United States. So where unused medicine can be redispensed to those who are economically disadvantaged. But again, I don't want to get too much into what I've done. Let's talk about the celebration of the legacy of Clayton Horn and what he did and how we all should strive to be like Clayton Horn.
So, one of you sitting in here tonight is our About Person of the Year. So, in 2018, the city of Massillon took a big hit when Affinity Medical Center shocked the community and said it was closing abruptly. And while she will defer the credit to members of her administration, it takes a leader to make this kind of positive change. That leader is Kathy Catanzaro-Perry. And tonight, we are honored to name Mayor Catley our 2019 About Magazine Person of the Year. Congratulations.
Because there are so many of you that are so deserving of this award, and I just couldn't believe it. I said, "Are you sure?" But I'd like to thank the repository for this great honor. I'm very humbled by it. I've always just tried to leave the world a better place than when I found it, and to roll up my sleeves and get to work. And never did I imagine that I would be receiving this honor. So thank you so very much.